outside of that so that for privacy, if you want privacy, or if you say you and somebody else are going to be doing, let's say we decided like right now, if we wanted to, we could put, because you and I are having a conversation right now, we could put people, the host can put people in a waiting room so that they don't hear our conversation. So I can go over that today and I'll show you what all those settings are.
Okay, I'm just waiting for 2 more people before we start the meeting. How they can sign in my signing in different screen? Yeah, I believe that my password does. Yes.
Sometimes that happens when you send a link that is unique to you. Sometimes that happens. I don't know exactly. That's just all I know is that sometimes if you send them a link and it might be a link that was unique to you, or if they're signed in on their web browser on their computer, if they're signed in as you and you send them a link, even if on the Zoom app they're signed in as themselves, it can show up as you. But everyone can easily change their name.
Their name, yeah, they can rename themselves.
If you guys see, for those of you who are named Maria Flores, because there's 2 other Maria Floreses in here, so you can, when you're looking at all the different people in the room, you can click the 3 little lines and it should pull up a menu that says rename, or if you right click on somebody, I'm not sure how it looks, but you should be able to.
Oh, let me give you the power to share your screen.
Okay.
I do that already.
Okay.
So that was on my another questions in the security box. Sometimes when I'm doing a meeting, it shows that I can unmute everybody and let them not unmute themselves. And sometimes that doesn't shut up. So I don't know why.
Sometimes the security doesn't show.
It doesn't show that I cannot let them unmute themselves. You know, right now I can take that out from the security side and I cannot let anybody unmute themselves. But sometimes I'm having meetings and the security doesn't give me that feature. I don't know why.
I'm looking here. I don't see, on my end, I don't see any security options. So I'm not 100% sure about that.
Somebody's trying to get in, but I cannot see right now how to let them in. How I do that? Left.
Generally, if they're trying to get in, it will show on this list. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
It will show on this list of people who's trying to get in, and then you allow them in or not.
Mm-hmm. Let me see, somebody. Yeah, there is breakout rooms. So those breakout rooms is so I can put people in different places at the same time.
I have no idea about that.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know about breakout rooms. I didn't know that
Maria.
was a. I didn't know that was a
Dime,
thing.
dime,
Um,
Marica.
Brian, the reason Maria bring that up because I was taking a class in the Association of Tampa is called Renee, which is this negotiating and stuff like that. So they put it in breakout rooms. Everybody was like more than 100 people there, or you know. And then you get to go in that breakout room, you do your negotiation, whatever you're gonna do, and then they bring you back again to the main room. It was awesome because you could do that, you know, but I don't know how to. That's the
I'm
first time I
googling.
saw it.
I'm googling it.
I'm going to try. Let me see. Assign 6 participants into 2 rooms. I have 6 participants here. I have 7 participants here. Let me put it manually. 3 participants create rooms. Let me see what happened. I'm going to assign Brian, Marie Carmen, and Maria Flores to 1 room, and I'm going to assign Genesis, Miguel, and Cheryl in the other rooms. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can take that out back, I hope. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now can you see each other, guys?
You gotta join.
What I did, it works. Yeah, it works. You see, now we are only Stephanie, Miguel, and I. Can you hear me, Stephanie?
Yeah, I can hear you. For some reason, it was like acting weird on my computer, so I had to log in through my phone.
So it's only you and I in 1 room? Genesis, Miguel, Brian, and okay.
I only see 3 people. Me, you,
And Cheryl.
and Cheryl.
Cheryl is not joined. Cheryl says close all rooms.
We're in a different room?
No, ya yo lo cerré aquí. All breakdown rooms will close in 53 seconds. Okay. Okay, perfect. Guys, did you see what I did?
Yeah.
So
But you
Brian
can show it on
and
the system, Maria. Share your screen.
okay, let me see if I can share my screen. If you can see my screen is the question. Let me see. Okay, what did you see? Because it's when I share my screen, everything disappeared from me. It's just a little screen. I'm not gonna. What I did was this. I'm not gonna be able to do it like that because the break room is not working when I share my screen.
Oh.
So I don't know how to do that. Yeah, it have to be in person, I believe.
We
Because
cannot hear you, Brian.
Brian, you mute.
I did find the tutorial on the Zoom Help Center on how to do it.
The break rooms.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Maria, I'm gonna send you this article, and then you
Okay.
can send it to everyone else.
So he was telling me, Mari Carmen, I believe before you came in, that the way that they do the classes, that the people cannot see each other is because they are using a webinar, no a meeting. So that way the people is mute themselves and they only can do questions and chat. They cannot do, they cannot see each other the way that we are seeing each other right now, because this is a meeting, but the other ones are webinars.
Oh, so that's Zoom does that, the webinar too?
That's something that you need to pay extra in order to have it.
Not the, what, the, like the business one?
No, not the business. That is an add-on. You can just
an
add on
add-on.
that feature, exactly. Add on a feature for webinar. So I believe when you got that feature, you pay, you don't know how much you pay, Ryan, for that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, what I think that you should be able to control you know, you should be able to control the microphones pretty easily now in terms of making sure that they stay muted.
Yes, I can do that from security, but sometimes it shows up. For example, I can click here on mute themselves. And right now, all of you that are muted, and I can mute all of you. If you try to unmute yourself, you're not gonna be able to, because I just take that option out of you. So even if you try to unmute yourself, you're not gonna do it. But sometimes it shows us in my security, and sometimes doesn't show up, so I don't know why. So right now I give you the power to unmute yourself, so everybody can unmute yourself now. It's the same way as a share screen, that I can give you the power to share screen, and I can give you the power to put to chat or not in the chat. And the same thing as they rename themselves, that's some power that I can give it to you guys in the security thing, and the enable waiting room. Locked meeting. When I lock the meeting, what that mean? That mean that nobody else can enter to the meeting?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's just added privacy. So when you know everyone is there, then you can lock it so nobody accidentally comes in. Because that's a thing, like you could be teaching something or in a private discussion, and then maybe you are in full screen and you're not paying attention to the participants list, and if the room's unlocked, somebody could, you know, sneak in or hack in or whatever. So, you know, at the beginning of COVID, Zoom was being scrutinized a lot for their lack of security. So a lot of these features were added during the last 4 or 5 months to increase security, because important meetings were happening on Zoom. So the security needed to be increased. So that's what that does.
Okay, do you know how to do the poll that they can ask questions?
I've seen that somewhere, but I have never utilized it. There is a yes, people can click yes or no.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do that right now. I just don't know how to post it to the agents. Because it keeps telling me incomplete. Okay, I see it now. See if that is
So the other thing, Maria, like I think that probably the best way, if you guys aren't going to meet, like Maria, if you're not going to meet in person to train some of this stuff, I think it's best, and obviously I don't even know all the stuff that you you wanted to know, but it's probably best to do like a screen recording, because it is difficult to do this when you're, it's difficult to do it when you're in a Zoom trying to teach Zoom.
Yeah, so I noticed that.
It's better to do, like, you know, to figure out what you want to teach them, and then do a screen recording of it, to send the screen recording of it out, because yeah, because I had, you know, I was thinking about that too. It's kind of difficult to teach Zoom in a Zoom format. But there is a article on how to do polling in meetings too. I'm gonna send that to you, and it's actually a video.
Okay. Okay, right now then, what do you think the people are using more for trainings? Webinar is better, or this kind of setting is better, the meeting one?
I mean, I don't think that you need to spend money on webinar. I think that that's kind of useless. I don't know what the problem is on your side. I know you said the button to mute everyone sometimes is not there, but I would, when you're setting up a meeting, if you really want everyone to be muted, I would just make sure to set it up when you're in the settings of that meeting that you want people to be muted. And then you should have the power to unmute them if you need to. But I think that everything is here for you on the regular Zoom meetings to facilitate, a training. You can even turn people's cameras off, I believe. Like if you don't want cameras on, you can turn those off. I don't really think it's worth the money to do a webinar in, I don't know what scenario you'd want. If you really wanted to be discreet in the amount of participants that you had, I think it's better. That's better for more of a live event style thing. Whereas if you're going to be doing a training, you might as well stick to meetings. That's just my opinion.
What is the trending right now, Brian? What is the trending in the people using different platforms for this? Zoom is the common one right now, or they are using another?
Zoom. I think Zoom is pretty much the number one that people go to. I really don't know. I know Microsoft has theirs. I've never used it before. And then Google now has Google Meets, which kind of used, but not really. I mean, I think Zoom is probably the most user-friendly. There's a lot more features now than there ever was.
What is what is the different features that you see done before?
Well, I think that they've, I think that it's the ease of use. Like everything is pretty straightforward on Zoom for the most part. The features there's some features lacking, on Google. If I click share screen, I can share from my iPad if I want to. So you can connect your iPhone or your iPad via AirPlay, or you can connect it via cable. And so if you have PowerPoint or something you want to show, train something on your phone, people will be able to see that as your shared screen.
Really?
Yeah, so there's different things. When you click share, you'll see iPhone/iPad via AirPlay. That's if you're on a Mac.
Okay.
So, there's that. There's other advanced sharing, like you can share a portion of your screen. You don't have to share your whole
I
screen.
seen it right now. I'm not in a Mac. It's telling me if I want to share my iPhone, iPad.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work on Windows, but you can do it. So, there's some nice features in Zoom. You can do a live broadcast on Facebook. So if you're coaching, if you want to do a coaching session in your coaching group, if let's just say you had one, you could live broadcast to Facebook relatively easily. So those type of things are nice to have if you want to utilize them. But I mean, honestly, the feature that we just saw, like the breakout rooms, which I didn't even know about before we got on today, that's awesome. Especially for a coach or somebody who's teaching a class and you want to have breakout sessions, that's pretty nice. So those features aren't available, I don't think, in the other ones. At least they aren't to me. And you can poll people, which I haven't done before. I guess I wasn't prepared today because I wasn't aware of the breakouts, and I knew about the polling, but I've never done it myself.
Okay. So when you say that you can remove people, that means you can take those people out of your meeting?
You could kick. I think you can. I don't have the power in this meeting to do that, but I believe that you can kick somebody out of your meeting.
Yes, I see that. Removed. Yeah. When you click there for rename, they also give you the opportunity, at least to me, to remove you. And I can put you in the waiting room.
Right.
Oh, that's the way that I can put you in the waiting room. Let me put Stephanie in the waiting room to see how that works. There you go. Stephanie is not here right now. She's in the waiting room. So that means she's not able to hear what we are doing right now here.
Correct.
That's awesome.
And
It's like you take it out for a little bit and then you admitted it
You
back.
put in a timeout room.
yeah, exactly.
That's a timeout room.
Like, okay, got you. It's like you don't let her into the meeting. You see, when you are,
I'm back, guys.
yes, you are. You see, Mari Carmen,
You're
how
in
I
a
did it?
timeout room.
Mari
No,
Carmen,
because I don't see the screen.
no. When you click the three dots in the top of your name next to
Oh,
mute,
okay.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
if everybody can do that or it's just me that I can put it in the waiting room.
No,
It
just
says
you, 'cause
hi,
you're the host.
non-participant video, or what? Does it say?
The one that say in on the three dots next to your name, that say mute, that you can rename yourself.
Uh-huh.
After rename, guys, do you have more things to do or it's just me as
Yeah, I have hi, non-video participant and hi self-view.
okay, then I had more things. I can make you a host. I can allow you to record this meeting, and I can remove you, and I can put you in the waiting room.
Yeah, I guess
So,
because you're controlling
it's because I'm
meeting.
controlling.
Exactly.
Okay, now that is new. That wasn't there before. The waiting room, it wasn't there before.
So waiting room too can be used like when you're in a more like professional setting where you're gonna have like a presentation, maybe and you're gonna have lots of people coming in, maybe people you don't know, and maybe you and a few other people are going to be leading the presentation, and you guys want to have a chat before you start letting people into the Zoom. You know, you want to prepare, okay, who's going to share their screen, who's going to say this, who's going to say that. So that way you can have a meeting a little bit before you let all those other people into the room. So that's a way that waiting room can work as well. And then if you need to have, I don't know, for some reason in the middle of a meeting or something, you need to have a private conversation, you could do that. Or if you're, let's say you're doing interviews, saying you need to hire somebody new at the office, and let's just say you and Mary Carmen are going to do the interviews, but you just send out one link to all of your people for all the scheduled interviews you have, then, you know, they would come in at their scheduled time, but you would control who gets to come into that room to have their interview at whatever time. And then once they leave, they can't get back in unless they have to go right into the waiting room. So they can't come back into the meeting unless you allow them in. So just kind of, yeah, that's a nice feature as well.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice because sometimes there are people in the meeting and there are some comments or questions on things that you want to say that you don't want to say in front of that person. And that's awesome because I can take you out of completely the meeting and put you in a whole meeting.
Yeah. I mean, that person's going to know that you didn't want them to hear, but.
Yeah. Yeah, but the question is, Stephanie, when you was in the meeting room, in the waiting room, you was able to see you was by yourself in that moment, right?
Yeah, I was by myself. I didn't see you guys. I just saw like a blank screen that said that you're in the waiting room, that I had to wait for you to accept me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. And when you was in the breakout room, so you can see each other, it's like the little meetings in the meeting.
Yeah, I seen your box, my box, and Cheryl's box.
So when me and Mary Carmen went out into our breakout room, we basically, it was like this Zoom shut down and then a new Zoom window opened up and it was just me and Mary Carmen.
Yeah.
So it was just us. And then when we were done with ours, we left, it shut down, and then it brought up back this screen with all of us.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, another question. How many Zoom meetings are you seeing that we are doing right now, Ryan? Like, how many? I'm having in a day easily 3, 4, 5 Zoom meeting right now with different things. It's class, a meeting, another meeting, interview with agents. So it's like everything is around Zoom right now. I don't have to move from my house or from my office or from whatever place I am.
Right.
I can do it in my phone, in my car. So how many Zooms do you think is trending daily for a person right now?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, a lot. I use, so I don't just, for us at the office, because we have the Google Suite, so I don't always do Zooms when I'm talking like with Joe or I'm talking with Mark. We'll call on Google Hangouts because there's a video feature there. So we use
Yes.
that too. If we didn't have that, we would be in Zoom even more. But you know, I'm on calls, you know, a few times a day sometimes. Sometimes there's slow days where I'm just focused on working on something and I'm not in as many calls, but yeah, people are having lots of calls, but I mean, it's really helpful because you can do everything from home. I'm going to hopefully go to Brazil for, well, I have my tickets booked for Brazil for 2 months. So I'm going to be working from Brazil for 2 months, December, January. And I can do that because of Zoom and everything that we have. So,
Wow, that's awesome. 2 months.
yeah, I'm ready to get out of here.
When
Wow.
is that gonna be?
December,
September?
January.
Oh, January. Okay.
December and January, yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, yeah, Zoom, all of these different tools are really, you know, powerful. But
Are
I
you
think
from Brazil?
I like Zoom, yeah, for 2 months.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's new.
Oh, wait, I didn't know you were from
I'm
Brazil.
not from there, but I lived there for a year. So,
Oh.
hmm so yeah, these tools are really great. And I think Zoom's my favorite though, because there's so many tools, you know, that you have everything that you need. So.
Let me ask you this. Now that we see this more than ever, there is any etiquette or things that we need to get that we need to do to look professional? For example, one of the things that I'm implementing in the coaching side, for example, is that everybody needs to have the camera on.
Yes, that's something that I said in the beginning when we started all this at the beginning of quarantine. In one of our first corporate meetings, I said, whenever we are meeting, you need to have, it was my recommendation to Joe and everyone, and Joe backed me up, is that you need to have your camera on. So there's sometimes if I'm in a class that I'll turn my camera off, but generally, like if we're in a meeting, it would be turn your camera on. So like even in this meeting, the rule would be to turn your camera on.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Genesis and Stephanie, let me see your faces. The
this
camera is working for you guys?
this is a little bit different.
Hi
This is a little
guys.
bit different because we're casual and we're just chatting. It's not anything like, you know, super official. But like anytime that like, and for the coaches, you need to be telling your agents the same thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you need to have your
Where's
camera.
Miguel? Miguel is sleeping and Cheryl?
Exactly. They're not even paying. Cheryl's not even paying attention to me.
They're not even talking.
Here,
Are
I'm
they
here. I
there?
heard everything. And by the way, I want to add something about the break room. Is that I remember, Mary Carmen, maybe you remember this because I was taking that class too, the Renee one. Because we were 99 people in that class, he got the option to randomly select,
Yes.
like a pool. He said, "Look, I want 3 peoples in every room." So he
Mhm.
clicked something. I don't know where. He clicked something, and the good thing is that also you can see something in the side that says what was the
How many minutes left and everything, right?
exactly. I
Yeah.
love that
You have
feature.
like 1 minute left to go back to the other. They put time
Yes.
in it.
Yes, when I break out to you in the breakout rooms, they give me the options to do it automatically by the system or manually.
Oh,
I choose
Okay.
to do it manually so I can put people in the place. But if I say automatically, the system and the Zoom is gonna do it for me.
Okay.
And that is good. I just don't know if I'm going to end it up with the people that I want to end it up as the controller of the meeting. That's the only thing that I need to. Let me just practice that right now one more time, the break room, and let me do it manually. And yeah, let me put automatically, and let me put 3 rooms instead of 2 rooms. So we're gonna be able to go 2 people at the same time with 3 different. And let me see what's happening now.
Okay, so I'm going to this one. Bye.
Okay, Brian, are you there? Brian, why am I on myself? Cheryl, Mary Carmen. Oh, because we are 7 participants. Okay, Mary Carmen, Cheryl. Okay. 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 Okay, guys. I just noticed that. Let me see that Mari Carmen and Cheryl is back. Okay, I was supposed to be with Brian in my room, and I was by myself. Brian, who was with you? Stephanie?
Yes.
Because that says Maria Flores. Okay, I noticed that. I am as the controller was by myself, so I didn't went to any rooms. You guys went to a break room.
Right.
I was by myself. So okay, so Mari Carmen was with Cheryl, Brian was with Stephanie, Miguel was with Genesis. That was correct?
Yes.
Correct.
So the Zoom automatically choose the people. I didn't choose them this time because I put
Okay, see?
automatically. And they
Automatically.
choose the room. I put that I want 3 rooms, and because there are 7 persons, they choose 2 persons for each room,
Exactly.
and I was by myself in the room. I am as
Okay.
a teacher, can we say, was by myself in the room. I
Yeah.
wasn't assigned to anybody's room. So I believe that
Yes,
maybe
that's
I can assign myself to a room if I want to be in one of those rooms. That's nice.
I know,
That's
yeah,
nice
that's
for
absolutely.
coaching. You know, that's
Yeah.
something that you can utilize for coaching, so they can be paying attention that right now you guys are going to do this and you need to let me know which one was with you. Things like that.
You can do what I'm thinking is, you know, that you need 2 people to do like a interaction, like a scripting, you know,
Yes.
buyer
Mhm.
and an agent, or seller and agent, and then put it in a room, and one of them they do the script, and then so they can feel. I guess they don't feel that intimidated, but they will do it with different people all the time.
Yes.
So, like, and then you don't interrupting, you know, people and all that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. The only thing that I didn't like is that I cannot be in the room. And I think maybe I
Yeah,
can.
that's exactly. That's
You know what would be
Because
really good is if you could drop in to each room.
to
Like
each room.
yeah.
you as the
Exactly.
That would be
leader,
good because
To
you can see
see
what they're
what they are
doing.
doing, to see what they are doing.
Exactly.
or
Because they
you
could be
know,
talking and not doing anything.
yeah,
Exactly.
or yeah, if you come through and say, you know, because we do this, like, you know, Joe will do that. If he has everyone working at a table or something, you know, when you're physically in person, he would come around and check in and say, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys? So that would be a cool feature for Zoom to have.
Maybe has. Maybe I did. I don't know how to do it. Let me check.
It
Because they
maybe
have
have
some
that feature.
options here. Or I can move all participants into break rooms automatically. No, I think we need to find out. I'm not sure if I can be able to.
Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google
Like
it.
Brian said, right, Brian?
That's what I do.
Or
Let's see.
YouTube it.
Mhm.
Or YouTube it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. What other things people are using right now, Ryan? Background, virtual background. We know that. What else?
Yeah, virtual background. Um, Making sure. I mean, I think it's important for people to this is kind of, you know, nitpicky, but you need to make sure that the Wi-Fi connection is good, obviously, from wherever they're joining from, and that it's a quiet space. That's important. That it's quiet.
Another thing, Brian, a question, because I know when I use my background, I need to use the green screen. But Maria, are you using a green screen right now or no?
I believe so, because I just get a new computer, and with the computer that I had before here, I wasn't able to put a visual background.
So it depends. It depends on your computer. Like my Mac is older, and so it won't let me do the green screen effect on my Mac.
Okay.
But on my phone, it does let me do it. My iPhone lets me do it, but my actual computer does not, unless I had a green screen.
See, look at what I'm showing when I don't have my background.
I used to be like that, Mari Carmen. In my other computer that I have in the office right now, it used to be exactly like that. But in this new computer that I get, I believe automatically came in, and I choose that, and that's why I can have my background.
So the MacBook I have is older, and so Mari Carmen, so maybe your computer is a little bit older, and that's why it doesn't let you.
Yeah, but I have a Mac. I don't use it that much, so I need to
mine's
start
a Mac
using
too. Mine's a Mac too, and it doesn't let me do it. So
I mean, this one is not a Mac. This one is a Windows,
okay.
but I have a Mac, and I'm gonna start using it because I think when I started, I did a few meetings with the Mac, and it does got the backgrounds too. So it shows that you don't need a green screen, you know. I guess they just have it automatically.
I noticed that you have a light behind you, Mari Carmen. That is so in order for you to have better light.
Yeah.
So they can
I had
see
different
you
lights. I had this one too. I got
Can you take it out the background because you look weird?
I know, hold on. Let me take this. Okay, now I look like I had this one that is a desktop.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a small one. You just put it on your desk.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can carry anywhere than this one. This is a big one. That's when you have settings and stuff like that. You know, you can carry that anywhere, but this one is just when you carry it better, you know, you don't have to carry much stuff. So yeah. And then you just choose here, you know, what color do you want? Do you want to turn it off? You know, if you want they give you different colors, like different illumination, see?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I see that.
When you and you choose, you know, the amount of the density. You know, if you want it like low density, you know, see, that's like 10 times. So that's my new thing now.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. So Brian, what else can you teach us today? Can you
I mean, you guys know more than I do.
I noticed that.
That's Maria.
Yes.
Cheryl, can you try to do one pool too? Like, for example, can you ask something like create a pool?
I did try to do it, but I create the pools, but for some reason, it's telling me that my pooling session is inactive. So I don't know exactly why.
Let me Google that.
It says you are logging from another device. That may be because one of you guys signing under my credentials, maybe Stephanie or Genesis.
Okay.
When I click polls, it lets me add a question.
Oh yeah, because Stephanie must be logged in under the, like, they're treating Stephanie like she's the main host, and
no, I'm the host. I'm the host, but she is a co-host, and that's why maybe it's going to go there. I don't know.
Do you want me to try to do it though?
Try to do it to see. Yeah, try to do it to see if you can do it.
It says enter a title for this poll.
So you can do polls and questions, isn't it?
Yep.
It says add a poll, and then it says type your questions here, and then it has answers.
Yeah.
I guess
just
you can
do one. Just put that test and put yes or no. And I did that, but it didn't let me to send it out to you. So that's why I was Yes, no, go slower, go faster, more. Okay. What is this? Oh, did you notice that we have different features in the participants? Other participants, they go faster, go slow, more. That means I'm going to coffee break if I put a coffee there for me.
Yeah, it means you want a break.
Can you see it?
Okay.
Mm,
No, we cannot see it.
Oh, launch poll.
there, yes.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
See, I can see it.
Oh, maybe because I'm a host, I cannot see
Maybe
it.
because you're the host.
Yeah, answer the questions, guys, to see what we can see then.
I have two. Oh, I don't know if I can open mine. Can you guys see my screen? Oh, that's what it looks like.
Can you show the results?
Okay.
So it says attendings are now viewing questions. 3 out of the 4 voted. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
Kind of backwards. Is it backwards?
No.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's good.
Does it allow you to share those results with the group?
It
has
should,
an option
because
to end polling. Should I click that?
Yeah, click
No.
You can end it and then see if
Oh.
it gives you a share option afterwards.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
see,
it
yeah.
says share results.
Yeah, share
Ah.
results. Share it.
There you go.
Did it show
Awesome.
everybody?
Yeah.
Then you can see it, guys, because
Yep.
I didn't see
Yes.
anything.
I
Yes,
show
I
you.
can see.
I send you a picture how it looks, Maria.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
That's great, Mari Carmen, especially for coaching,
Yeah.
especially to ask them if they did the homework. So one of the questions that you can ask is, guys, did you complete your LRCA?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Did you
Yes.
receive your logo? Did you receive your certification? And how many
Yes.
classes you are missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you need help? Contracts, listing, whatever it is. So that's awesome, because that way you're going to maintain them all the time, in the meeting. So because in any time you can send that pullings, and if they don't answer it because they are not paying attention to it.
It's like taking attendance the whole time you're in the meeting, right? Because then you know who's paying attention or not.
Yeah.
And you can run attendance that way, because when you are doing a pulling, I just noticed you can let them answer the question. So you can put, for example, who is attending today? Put your name here, and they put the name, and automatically you're going to have the attendance for the meeting. I believe so. The question will be, those pulling, can we save it? Can we record it? Whatever it is, I don't know.
I think we can control when we do set up the meeting to all the sign-in to force them to have the camera, right?
You can download the report of the poll results after the meeting. When viewing a report of the poll results,
But my question is that we can, like, when I set up the meeting, I send the link to the agents on the coaching. I can set up on my system that they when they sign in, the video has to be on, right?
Yes.
How do you do that, Ryan? You know how?
When you're setting it up.
When you're setting up the meeting,
Oh.
you choose if you want to put a password, if you want them to have audio automatically or whatever it is. Yeah, like that. Go ahead in there. Go more down. It shows you.
Oh, video on.
Yeah. See.
See, this is where you can set a password if you want,
And
and
the
then this
waiting
is where
room.
you set the waiting room.
So the waiting room, we put them there right away. We should do
Yes.
it. Okay.
I think the waiting room is
I think it's
helpful.
automatically. Yeah.
Yeah. You see here, this is where you can mute the participants when they enter.
Yeah, open entry. Yes, I know that one. And enable them to join before the host, but that is only gonna be working when you don't have waiting room.
Yeah.
When you have waiting room, you can do that.
Yeah, I would not select that.
Did you use that one, Ryan? The one that say only authentic users can join? What that's really mean?
That means that they'd have to sign into Zoom. They can't just click a link and then.
That's what is this lady Veronica does on the meetings on the CRM of the classes. I have to sign them every time to my Zoom to get into the class. Is that did to you, Maria, when you sign in with CRE classes?
Maybe I don't because I'm automatically signing in my account, so I just click the link.
I guess, but because if I get from the link that she has, last time make me to sign into my Zoom. I'm like, why is it asking me to sign in for my Zoom? So I found it kind of weird, but I guess that's how she does it.
It helps with attendance too, so it's gonna help her with attendance to verifying that it's you coming in.
Okay.
You can also require registration. This is a little bit more like if you're doing like a discovery day or something like that. That's when I might use that, because then you want to collect their information prior to them coming on, and you can ask specific questions, you know, like, you know, if it's for discovery day, you can ask what brokerage are you currently with. You can customize that. So that's good to have. But for coaching, you don't really need to, you don't really need to require registration for coaching. You can also set reoccurring meetings. So if we were going to have this meeting today, every Friday at 10 o'clock, you could set that right here. So that's good with your coaching meetings. If you do that. Yeah, if you have a reoccurring, you can do that. So
question, but if we do that and we use the personal meeting ID, then that messes up everything, correct?
Yeah, the personal meeting ID is always there. You can always go into your personal meeting ID. If you're gonna have a meeting that's always on a certain day, certain time, I would just set it up in here. I mean, you could set it up with you would just send them the link to your meeting room.
Yeah, I just use the personal meeting, the ID, because it's something that they always going to use. Yeah. For example, I do the prayer room every morning, so I don't have to set it all every time the Zoom. They just know that is the same ID. They go in at 8 o'clock and everybody's there.
Right. Yep. Yeah, for the more informal stuff, you could just use your regular meeting ID. But for the stuff that, is a little bit more professional and organized, I would just, you could use set the
regular one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, thank you.
No, you're good.
Oh, they are putting more rules. Look, that in the top, they say that in the 27th, everybody has to have the waiting room or passcode enabled. Yeah, they're making
Remember they did that before? They said it was going to be the 19th of August. I don't know if you've seen that before, Brian.
I'm in this a lot less because we're using this a little bit less for Joe and Dina's stuff. We're using more StreamYard because they broadcast on Facebook. So I use StreamYard a little bit more, which is really for a different purpose. So I'm not in Zoom as much as I was at the beginning of quarantine, just because we're using a different tool. But
Brian,
that's really for broadcasting live. Yes.
On StreamYard, can you do this type of like a Zoom, like a type of Zoom meeting? A lot of people can be allowed into that.
No, it's really a one-way thing. So basically, you can invite, there can be up to 10 people in the StreamYard.
Okay.
And it's basically for you to produce a live show.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's not for getting feedback from people. It's not for like sending out polls or being interactive. It's really not for training like or meetings like Zoom is. It's if you want to go live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. It's really for that.
Okay.
Okay, I got you. Okay, dokie. So, but this is something that we really need to manage and learn because this is what it is. It's here, and I don't think it's gonna go away, babe. It's the way to be.
Miguel, are you okay? You haven't said hello. Are you there, Miguel?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
So, but this kind of fish, this is only for pay accounts. You don't have all of these in free accounts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only when you pay for it, and that I believe it's not that expensive. Only $15 monthly.
Yeah, it's only
so
$15.
what is the much difference? Do you have the $15 account, or you pay for the business? What is the difference between the business one?
I don't know what we pay. We have a corporate account with them, so basically Ryan manages that, and
That's allow more people. That's what it is. See,
yeah,
300 participants.
So
admin dashboard.
This is probably somewhere. This is what we have, I think, right here. It's the business for small.
But when they say 10 hosts, you pay for every host, right? If you add a host.
So $20.
It's only for one host.
Is for one host. So 10 times 20 is your minimum. So it starts.
Oh, the participants is the different there. In that account, they allow you 300 people. In the other one, they allow you only 100 people.
Right. So for me, I can have in a meeting, and that's just for meetings. So for my meetings, I can have up to 300 people in my meeting.
In the Zoom meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, then you have that one then.
Yeah,
the
I have that.
$19.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what the corporate team has.
And they have a phone support, so you can call them and you can ask questions directly.
Yeah. But the $15 one is fine. Like,
yeah, I think it is.
There's nothing wrong with it. Because you get the cloud recording, so you can record your meetings to the cloud. So it's easy.
Okie dokie. Any questions? You know what is guy I using that you can use yourself, Cheryl and Mari Carmen and Miguel? I get the Calendly app that is going to schedule you appointments and automatically integrated with Zoom. So when somebody chooses to do an appointment with you through Calendly, automatically Zoom is going to create the meeting, the interview link, and it's gonna send it to you guys or to them directly.
Yes.
And that's not expensive. It's only $8 monthly, the Calendly, and it give you those interviews and meetings, and you can integrate it with Zoom and I believe with Google also. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice. Calendly is really nice.
Yeah. Okay. Questions, guys? I believe that will be all for today, right?
So yeah, basically I didn't teach anything, I just learned.
Then you need to learn the webinar side and teach us to see that if it's gonna be worth it for us to have something.
Well, listen, the webinar, I've done the webinar in the past. It's very similar to this. It's very similar to meetings. It's just that the participants you don't see the participants' camera. You just see their names on the list. It's not, I mean, you have so many features in meetings. I don't think you would need webinar. I really don't think you need webinar.
Yeah, but everybody that we go to in class right now, that's what they're using.
Like who?
Every class that I take from NAR, from Florida, from title companies, that's the way they use it. And from you guys, that's the way that they are using right now the classes through webinar, because every time that you go into the class, you just see that
Even the times that I teach for La Rosa, it was like that. It was kind of
like
weird
that,
because I couldn't see nobody, and then
I don't like it like that. But
I
that's
don't
the
really,
way.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, I guess it's more professional if it's just a class and you don't want the students to see each other. That's the only thing. If you don't want the students to see each other. But I don't think that it really matters that much. But this is what it is. So the video webinar starts at $40 a month for each host. And that is for 100 attendees. And then if you want more, it's going to be more. If you want more than 100 attendees, then you're going to have to pay more. So you would be able to have 100 interactive video panelists, plans ranging from 100 to 10,000 view only, so they only view it. Host controls such as mute and unmute the panelists, recording and more. Question and answer with live or text answers, polling, registration, and reporting. You get these right now with meetings. You get the question and answer live with the polling. And registration, you can get the registration with meetings.
And the reporting too.
And we get reporting with regular Zoom as well. And then you can live stream to audiences on Facebook and YouTube, which we can do right now as well with the meetings. So, the only thing that you don't have is the view only. So that means that basically the participants have no option to turn their camera or mic on, but you can control it relatively well by, on meetings on how you mute them. So I don't know. I'm surprised that people are doing that, I guess. But this is what our current plan is. So we have the business, we have 10 hosts, and then we've assigned one of our accounts to be the webinar account. And so they do use that. So we're paying yearly, and this is what we pay yearly.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Questions, guy?
No.
Any questions? No questions? Okie dokie then. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you so much, Brian.
Bye.
See you guys.
See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.